Hello, folks. It is Sunday evening, April 8th, 2018, 10:30 here in Tokyo. I am your host, Richard Pocky Kim, and welcome to episode 50, I want to say 58. There's only one Grantruth. Let me mute myself. Which, of course, is a nice combination of the titles, the catchphrase from Great Detective Conan, there is only one truth, since it is a crossover right now with Grand Blue Fantasy. I'm doing this in part because there's a special person in my audience who is a rather big fan of Conan, but does not play the game, but would like to see the plot and such. So here we are. I'll be playing this shortly. Just wanted to let folks know that I know I said earlier that in an earlier post I wouldn't be streaming, but this is a little special thing. I will definitely be gone the coming Sunday, next week, and the week after that. We'll see what happens after that. This is not a permanent quitting of streaming. There's just some stuff going on I have to take care of, unfortunately. So we'll see how that works. Apologize for the yelling. It's 10:30 here, so I've had a long day. Let me just make sure that person's watching really fast, so I don't. Yeah, so, yeah, this event will be running for a while, so if you're interested in playing the game, of course, now it's not a bad time to join in. Apparently, Conan will be the playable character for the event, which is great, and curious to see what his abilities are going to be, especially since he's, a small kid. I'm not sure how that's going to all work, but whatever. And since this is such a long event, there's a chance that they're going to do it in halves, that they have in the past. We'll find out once we get to that point. If they do it in halves, I might do this again, so that that particular viewer can watch it twice, or get the whole thing going. But I want to make sure that I don't have to worry about them missing out on it. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and start. Here we go. Great Detective Conan, or just Detective Conan, I guess. Gears of Conspiracy. Or resetting. Let's try that again. Ah, that's nice. Well, somewhere in a school, it's like. I'm gonna be quiet for a lot of this so you can hear the dialogue. Donning large goggles that cover half her face, Ron thrusts a fist forward while standing on a black mat, special devices tied to her feet all the while. Ron is playing a fighting game in virtual reality. Well then, Haibara Ai, voiced by Hayashibara Megumi. This makes two characters she's got in Grand Blue Fantasy, the other being Lena Inverse from the Slayers anime. But she has yet to actually have an original character in the game. Let's see how that works out. And of course, it'll go Conan. He's a first year. That means he's 7. That's a whole other thing, but Conan, but oh well. Conan's voice actor, Takayami Minami, also plays the voice of Sarasa 3 in the game, so you may be seeing some art about the two of them mixed up like that. Conan and I are watching from the sofa. The doctor's face peeks out from between the surveillance monitors. Dr. Agasa, who, for some folks who may be a fan of the show, but maybe not, or may not be fans of the show really, there's a lot of characters who are named after famous mystery authors and characters throughout the series. So, Agasa Hakase here is named after, of course, Agatha Christie. Well, I shouldn't say that, of course. Nice. Let me do one thing real fast. That's a very good question. They would probably make Voltron a summon or something like that, to be honest. But Lord knows at this point. I mean, we've got Conan, we've had Cardcaptor Sakura, we've had Slayers, Street Fighter 4 and 5, Samurai Showdown, Morning. And, let's see, who else? We're going to have Persona 5 in 2 months. So, at this point, Lord knows who else is going to possibly be showing up, so... No worries, man. I figured as much, so... Man, if virtual reality controls are really this cool. Not sure how I feel about that pain thing, but oh well. Hello, Neomera. Welcome to the stream. Oh boy, here we go. Hey, Media-san, welcome to the stream. Hi, Yankee. He can see whatever he wants, honey. It's amazing seeing the Conan characters in the Grand Blue style, but still in the Conan artist style. It's such a interesting mix. Yep, the Conan event started at 5 o'clock today, so about 6 hours ago. It'll be running for, I believe, a week and a half. So, Chris, Mama no言うこと聞いてる? So the question now becomes, when they, we'll get to that point because when they get to Grand Blue, we'll see what happens. And no one in this world finds it odd that a 7-year-old little girl is helping this old man scientist with ridiculously difficult virtual reality technology. That's not... Well, I have many problems with the Conan universe, but that's the whole thing for another time. Man, why isn't Ron a playable character? Dr. Agasa walks over to Ron and removes the belt tied around her waist. As a reminder, Ron Mori is a fantastically skilled karate martial artist. Of course, this means that they're constantly running into people who have guns in this series. Yeah, like, it still looks like the Conan style, almost 100%, but there's that Grand Blue touch to, like, the textures and the cloth and stuff. It's really interesting. Ron picks up the phone on the desk, punches speed dial, and then puts it to her ear. After a loud yawn, I heads down the stairs to the basement. Congratulations, 1-up. It can be a fairly useful weapon for some grids and such. So, and for the ogre line of classes too. It's a if you don't have any other hand-to-hand weapons, it's a good one to have. Let's see there. Conan enters a device akin to a telephone booth and undergoes a full-body scan. Sorry, I hit the wrong mouse button. Now, before we continue, I'm going to apologize right now. This is going to weird me out. The voice actor for the dad was for a very long time Kamiya Akira, who I'm a fan of. And then they changed for a variety of reasons. Probably money for part of it. And so it always just seems weird to me. So I'm going to take some time to adjust, honestly. But oh well. And yeah, those are reasonable, but it depends on the grid you've got going. So. He doesn't sound the same as before either, though. He doesn't sound like the guy I remember they replaced him with. The blonde man behind him politely nods. There's just too much to unpack here. There's so many jokes about this, but oh well. So Furia Toru is the voice actor for this character. Furia Toru. Furia Toru is known best for playing Amuro Rei from the original Gundam series. Right. It'd be like Sean Connery playing a character named Sean Bond. Or something. I believe someone told me who's been watching Conan recently that his big rival in the show is voiced by Ikeda Shuichi, who does the voice of Char Aznable from Gundam, who is his rival who's Amuro's rival in that show, and there's all sorts of just levels of yeah, well, yes. Indeed, shenanigans indeed. Oh, are they gonna do they put on the electronics and then there's a lightning strike and hijinks happen? Oh boy. Kogoro and Amuro get their full body scans and join up with Conan and Ran. Kaito S. Well, Shot Noir would be C. One would hope. So it'll be interesting. Okay, now I'm kind of annoyed because this implies that Agasa Hakase is not just a brilliant scientist and inventor, he's also a brilliant video game designer. Gosh darn it, stop giving him all the skills. Sorry. As a game designer, it's a little that sounds like Koriki, or Rikia, but I don't know. Maybe. I've never really tried inventing. Goggles, huh? Not calling them headsets? Interesting. The Conan posse put on their goggles and let the good doctor fasten the straps for the sensors. Full dive! No, wait, wrong show. Well, this is how I know it's not actual VR. Sorry, did I say that out loud? Hi, Kalisa. It really feels like they just got the Conan artists to do this part, and then the Gremlin artists filled in the rest, because it's just so detailed. Huh. Okay. Of course. I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming. I still. And they're drawing him in Conan style too. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Hello, Baroa. We're gonna have the world's worst. We're gonna have the Grand Blue world's worst detective. What we came up with, Earth's greatest detective. This is hilarious. That's a really cool outfit he's wearing too. Actually, I hope that becomes a skin or something we can get. What the heck? That's kind of odd. Seeing Sarya. A little odd. Just a little odd. But definitely still drawn. Sarya boldly points at Conan's croup. I just love the look on his face. It is odd seeing Sawyer drawn like this. It really, really is. Is it just me, or did they make her more slender for this version? I guess because there's not really anyone built like her in the Conan universe. I guess. Keeping in mind, actually, also, we've got like if I'm the height of Kokuro, his apprentice is maybe out here. Nan's a little bit shorter than him. Of course, Conan's down here. But she's only going to be like about a little bit taller than Conan because giraffe women are only like 130, 140 centimeters tall max, usually. And Conan's like around 110, 120, so he's about her height. It's kind of interesting. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it's not just me. Yeah, if it's not supposed to be Bara, he certainly got the enthusiasm going. Tucked into Koguro's pocket is an envelope which contains a card. Toru slowly opens the door that Bara and Saya passed through. And of course, there's the lightning. Of course they're gonna pull him in, because they can. Okay, so Kudo Shinichi is, for those of you who don't know, is Conan's normal version. There's a whole reason why he's a little kid. But the voice actor for Kudo Shinichi is Kappei Yamaguchi, who's been doing stuff for a very long time. And the voice actor, Kappei Yamaguchi, also plays a character in Grand Blue Fantasy named Walder, the Forest Ranger, Walder. And he's literally the first character you pick up outside of the first story character you get. You have no choice. And so, of course, I'm sure he's like, yeah, sure, I love you guys. I'll do this too, obviously, for work. So, this is just kind of hilarious to me. As Amenia said, this is pretty much how every episode of Conan starts. I would love for all of these characters to meet up, but they usually don't, unfortunately. The one time they did was one of the Tales of events. Kanalina's voice actor, Sawashiro Miyuki, does the voice of the heroine for the Tales game, and they actually meet up because Kanalina is a main character, and they're like, someone says, like, you both sound kind of similar. And there's this whole conversation about that, but... Robot Wars is, yeah, they do that more, but that's because they're one-shots, where here there's a continuity of things going, and there's just a whole bunch of stuff going on. So, but yeah, there's not as much these days, but there used to be a lot of voice actor jokes in the Robot Wars games. And of course, you can hear in the background they're playing the Conan music. Can't say play raw, of course. Aha! Interesting. So there's always only one truth. Detective Conan, Gears of Conspiracy. Conan, Ron, Kogoro, and Amuro agree to playtest Professor Dr. Agasa's latest puzzle-solving VR game. The four players venture through a perplexing mansion together with new detective friends the entire way. But the lighthearted fun soon becomes a game of life and death. But of course it does, because it's Conan and everyone gets murdered in Conan. Will Conan and the game be able to solve the mysteries and escape with their lives? Here's our cast. Work with allies. Yay. Conan joins your team in Chapter 1. Mystery quests. Put your powers of deduction to the test with mystery quests. Alright, I may need help with these guys. So we get random token, the detective boy's badge, Conan's eyeglasses, and the bow tie, of course. Alright, so... Kicking enhancement shoes. Well, there's an EX weapon for folks. Alright, I've been playing this a lot. Earth Urn. So the boss is probably Earth. Sorry, folks, this is not really important, but Yeah, shoes are melee. They're guys. All right, sure, why not? And then a gun, huh? Well, it's like gun. Like Win needs more guns. Um, I will check it out. Then let's just start then. Attack of the Killer Mannequins. All right, I'll do that later. All right, here we go. Having fallen through a hole, Conan and friends are reorienting themselves when unexpected visitors come by. That was awesome. Although we didn't get the sound effect and stuff, but yeah, the animation was pretty good. I hope he runs into Sarasa. I really do. I will say that Kogoro, while he's not a very good detective most of the time, he does have his moments, and he's actually physically pretty strong if it comes to that. So he's a judo master, actually.
ですが、ちゃんと痛みは感じますね。感覚も普段とまるで変わらないですし。
Boy. Try taking off the headset. It's not actually a bad assumption. B could. Of course, it has to be said. I like they're actually doing. I like they're doing the actual Conan style nameplate for people as they're introduced for the first time. That's beautiful. And for those of you wondering, this is Saresa. It's my character's name in the game. I leave it in Japanese just so that I got asked questions for a while for some reason of like how to pronounce it when I spelled it in English. So that's just my name. When it shows up in Japanese. Celeste nods while staring at Conan and his friends. Yay, Conan's intelligent. So is Amuro. So you gotta try something out. Amuro switches from a scowl to a simper. I should also note that this is happening partially to promote the Conan movie that's coming out in theaters, I think, this coming weekend, or it was today, one of the two. So, and he's a major character in it. Oh, shit. Shoot.
それもタイムラグのない自然のテンポで豊かな感情表現を伴ったもの。
Conan's making his intelligence checks.
ゲームならこんなもんかもしれないが、それにしたってさっきと様変わりしすぎやしねえか。
It's not normal for most games these days.
コナン君、すぐ行くね。今は安室さんに合わせて情報収集に徹するのが時間。
I wonder if Amuro knows that Conan's actually Shinichi. Ran, of course, does not. Despite their misgivings, Conan and Amuro decide to carry on. However, the reaction from Barawa and Sari in the hallway earlier further arouses suspicion. Aha! Interesting! That's really interesting. The style changed back to Granblue style here. Aha! That's really interesting. Alright.
前って言ってもついさっきですよ。あなたも覚えてませんか？すみません。人の顔を覚えるのには自信があったんですが。
Yep, she's definitely the original version of Saria here. That's interesting that they drew her differently that way. Alright.
どういうことだ？言ってることが全然違うじゃねえか。
ねえラン姉ちゃん、探偵のおじさんも助手のお姉さんもさっきと雰囲気が違うな。
そういえば、さっきより冷静っていうか、話しやすい感じがする。
Hey, Crescent. Hopefully it's not too horrible.
もしかしてさ、あれ別人だったんじゃない？
なるほど。そいつは怪盗シャノワールが化けた偽物かもしれない。
Oh, come on! Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's always Chat Noir. Alright.
先生、いくらシャノワールでも、二人の人間に変装するのは無理なんじゃないでしょうか。
Yes.
列車の機械人形も、我々は、みたいな変な喋り方しますし、雰囲気が違うどころの話じゃありません。
This is easier on my arm to have the mouse down here, so. So yeah, I should note that, I'm sorry, dude. Okay, interesting. And again, for the one person, the people who don't know much about Barawa, I should note, Barawa, many things. Good detective, not one of them.
確かに。奴が人を手下として連れ歩くとも思えんし。
Conan furtively draws out the invitation from Koguro's pocket.
どういうことだ？
この息つかない香水の匂いは。
Well, I will try to figure out these puzzles on my own, but if I might ask for help, so we'll see. Sawyer tries to send it to the card in Conan's hand.
君が持ってるそれって、もしかして。
予告状だよ。怪盗シャノワールからの。
ほう。見せてもらってもいいか。
Conan readily hands over the invitation to Bara.
この予告状は本物で間違いありません。きちんと香水もついていますし、文面も先生が受け取ったものと同じです。
I just had this sudden thought. What if Conan has to try to use the dart on Barawa? Barawa is 7 feet tall and built like a refrigerator. Like, we know it works on most of the people that Conan's used it in the show before, because they're all about the same. Is it going to the bus? Naname is awesome. Yeah, I agree with you there. So, but yeah, like, well, We'll see.
気になる点は多々あるが、これを送りつけられたのであれば、怪しいものではないということだな。
そうに決まってるでしょ。
Nothing wrong with that, Gressens. I mean, this is supposed to be fun, and I think they learned their lessons from previous Bottle events where they're like, okay, people are having problems with this. We should put in like a hint button or something. I had problems with it myself too, honestly.
なんだよその言い方は。すみません。父はちょっと口が悪いだけで悪気はなかったんです。
こちらこそ失礼を。最初に疑ってかかったのは我々の方ですからな。
Yeah, hint coins like in Leighton are helpful too. So, an armored woman stands beside Celesta, equally apologetic. Yay, Catalina!
何か行き違いがあったようだが、怪しんでしまってすまなかった。
I really love that they're putting in the nameplates. That's just awesome. Gosh darn it, Kogoro.
先生、ここは同じ横事情を持つ者同士、協力した方がいいと思いますけど、どうしますか？
Yay, sorry for being the intelligent one of the pair.
私もそう思っていた。というわけで、名前はまだ聞いていなかったな。
Yeah, Kogoro being Kogoro, unfortunately.
失礼。私に何か話でもあるのだろうか。
何の話でしたっけ？
今は怪盗を捕まえるために我々と協力してもらえないだろうかとバロさんが。
もちろん協力しますとも。
It's kind of interesting seeing the newer artist style versus the old art style next to each other because you can see the differences. Kogoro swiftly advances towards Catalina and takes her right hand. Oh, Lord.
やれやれ、また始まったぜ。
I agree with you, Conan.
それは心強いな。
I wonder if Sawashido's been in any actual episodes of Conan.
私は一緒に行動して問題ないと思うが、君の意見はどうだ？
Sounds fun, or I don't know. I'm gonna go with sounds fun.
では決まりだ。我々の名推理で怪盗に一泡を吹かせてやりましょう。
Oh, Badawa, you're just happy someone else can do the thinking for you.
待ってよ、怪盗様。
待ってください、先生。
With Badawa and Kogoro in the lead, the sleuthing retinue ventures further into the mansion.
予告状の内容は同じだが、差出人の名前は確かに変わっている。ゲームのバグか？
Running last in the group, Amano gets the invitation back from Sarya and slips it into his pocket. I love the loading animation. That's hilarious. Alright, next chapter. Self-introductions ensue as all proceed down the passage to the Great Hall.
なんと、この者は弟子を取られるんですか。いやはや、立派なものですな。
You have a helper too, dude.
はい。日々舞い込んでくる事件を地道に解決に導いてやってれば、弟子の一人や二人できますよ。
日々事件が舞い込んでくるんですか？うちは看護鳥なのに。
Well, now you get to see it. Conan's a fun show, but it's been running for so long now that it's just kind of turning into but they've got pretty good mysteries, honestly, so I'll give them that.
ええ、毛利先生は僕の住んでいる地域では誰もが知る名探偵なんです。
そうなのか？おいら一度も聞いたことねえけど。
ここからずっと遠くにある米花町という町での話ですので。
Right. Baker City. Right. Okay. Thank you, Sir Conan Doyle.
安室さん、さっきからあんな風に話を合わせてすごいね。そうだね。
それより俺は普通に馴染んでるおっちゃんにびっくりだよ。
僕たちの紹介はこれくらいにして、次はあなたたちについて教えてもらってもいいですか？
私は探偵のバルだ。怪盗シャノワールとは以前から深い因縁がありましたな。今回こそは絶対に捕まえてやろうと縁のはるばるこの言葉までやってきたというわけです。
サーヤです。先生の助手をしています。私はルリアです。おいらはピーチェイだ。それこいつが。
Celessa.
カタリナだ。探偵というわけではないが、剣の腕には覚えがある。
And she has a damage cut.
危険な目に遭いそうになったらいつでも私を頼んでください。
これほど美しい女性が剣を極めてらっしゃるとは、まさに才色兼備ですな。
Oh lord. They'll get stabbed.
そうなんです。カタリナは強くて優しくて、いつも私たちを守ってくれるんです。
やめてくれ、ルリア。照れてしまうじゃないか。
じゃあ、お姉さんたちは探偵団ってわけじゃないんだね。
そうだな。探偵団ではないが、同じ船に乗って旅をする飛空団だ。
なんと旅の一団だったんですか。いやー、素晴らしい。
It's like Kogoro has forgotten that this is supposed to be a video game.
しかし、カタリナさん、その年で団を引っ張っていくというのは、さぞかし苦労も多いでしょう。
私の団を引っ張っていく。
隠さなくたっていいんですよ。この名探偵モーリ心には全てお見通しなんですから。
And Kogoro gets a 5 on his intelligence check.
いや、残念ながら私は団長ではないんだ。
え、そうなんですか。
カタリナさんは団長っていうより、ルリアお姉さんの保護者に近いんじゃない？
びっくりです。どうしてわかったんですか？
This is to show how good a detective that Conan is.
カタリナさん、何かから守るみたいにずっとルリアお姉さんのそばにいるよね。ルリアお姉さんもカタリナさんのことをすごく頼りにしてるのがわかるし、ただの友達って感じはしないな。
それだけで怒ったのか。
Amuro nonchalantly approaches Celessa.
これはあくまで僕の予想ですけど、団長はあなたじゃないですか？
Okay, this is Conan. The response has to be, how did you know?
それ、子供だからってこっちから言うまでなかなか団長って思われないのに。
ちょっとした推理ですよ。あなたたちは探偵団ではない。つまり、探偵とその助手であるマロアさんとサーヤさんは外れる。カタリナさんは立派な鎧を着てらっしゃるし、一見すると団長らしく見えますが、あなたに判断を仰いでいた。カタリナさんが団長だったら、わざわざそんなことはしませんよね。
All the cliches required indeed.
それにさ、お姉さんってカタリナさんみたいに剣術も強そうだよ。
Oh hey, one of the few times they'll actually have the voice actor do 2-line recordings for the same bid. Because if you play, my character is the female version of the main character, but if you play the male version, I'm sure Conan says Onisan here instead. So.
だって歩くとき、足と足が常に同じラインを通ってるし、これって剣をやってる人の癖だよね。
I think Conan's cheating on his intelligence rolls.
そんなことよく知ってるね、コナン君。
前にテレビで見たんだ。
こりゃびっくりだって、全部当たってら。こんなちょっとした言動で見抜いてしまうなんて、すごいですよ、先生。
ああ、私も感心していたところだ。だが、お弟子さんがこの様子なら、この頃も誰が団長か知っている。
Oh, Kogoro. That's fine.
毛利先生は僕を試していたんですよ。
Oh, Amuro, you're playing along. Gosh darn it.
この中から団長を見つけるという課題を出した上で、さらにカタリナさんは違うというヒントまでくださったんです。おどけたふりをしていたのは、周囲にそのことを悟らせないため。
Well, you are a secret agent, I suppose.
ですよね、先生。
ああ、まあ、
Oh my god.
なんだ、それならそうって言ってよね、お父さん。
恐れ入った。私たちは随分頼もしい人たちと一緒に行動していたというわけか。特に小五郎殿の気遣いには感服した。弟子のことを思う良き先生だ。
いえ、これくらいのことは先生として当然の行為ですよ。
Oh boy.
調子のいい先生だな。
Kogoro's delightful chortle echoes across the dimly lit hallway. It makes me wonder if we're going to actually hear Shinichi's voice later on in the story. Alright, I'm going to check the party really fast to see. Let's go here. And see our new character. He's super, super rare. Holy crap. Gun and melee. %20 boost to charge bar. That's not bad. Put Kogoro to sleep and sleep into reasoning for 3 turns. Lasts for 5 turns. Criminal tracking glasses. Track to the foe. Interesting. Bicycle kick. Epiphany flash. Fill up charge bar. Complete Gears for Conspiracy after the April 14th update. Okay. Only one truth prevails. Okay, so you smack him with this, and you do more damage. Body of a boy, mind of a man. Low defense, but reduced chance to be targeted. Charge bar fills up faster. Interesting. It's really good art. Okay. Well, you know, I'm curious actually. Yeah.
僕も行くよ。
Yep. Want to see the art, so let's find out. Lord knows I have enough light element stuff. Well, there's a skateboard and it gets us the powered up soccer ball. Okay, so he fights with the soccer ball. That makes sense, I suppose. Back to the event. Along the sides of the hallway are mannequins outfitted with breastplates and gauntlets, each facing straight ahead as if keeping watch.
さあ、こんなものは見たことがないな。
噂によると、この洋館は100年前にとある機械技師が研究所として使っていた場所なんだそうです。その技師が亡くなる前に研究所は閉められてしまったので、何を作っていたのかは不明ですが。
ならば、ここにある人形たちも研究所で作られたものかもしれないな。
そんな場所に隠されてる宝物って一体どんなものなんでしょう。実はそれについて気になることがあるんです。洋館が研究所だったというのはこの島でも割と有名な話だったみたいなんですが、どこかに宝が隠されているという話は誰も聞いたことがないそうなんです。そうなんですか？はい。怪盗者のワールがそんな場所の宝を狙うというのがなんだか違和感あって。
それは俺も気になっていることだ。奴はとにかく目立ちたがる。あえて知名度の低い宝を狙うんだ。珍しい。
Just like Kaito Kid. Ron and Conan engage in their own little conversation behind the others.
研究所とか人形とかいろんな設定があるんだね。
でも、もしかしたらこの設定が謎解きに必要なのかもしれないよ。
そうですよ。ゲームの鍵は協力者である彼らも握っているでしょうから。
As they reach the end of the hall, four figures come into view before the door.
そちらさせれた方々はどなたです？
Is this actually a new NPC?
バラさん、彼女たちはおっと、まだ話していませんでした。実は彼女たちも探偵だね。先によく調べてもらっていたんです。怪しいものではありませんよ。
Barao explains that he met this group of four PIs calling themselves Candle Investigations at the mansion entrance earlier. It's the lady NPCs. That's great. Although they did not receive an invitation, they decided to pay a visit to watch the confrontation between Detective and Phantom Thief.
私はカロリーナと申します。キャンドル探偵団のリーダーを務めておりますが、パロワ先生とシャノーマル様のお話を初めて伺った時から密かにお二人をお慕いしておりましたわ。
Please tell me these four ladies aren't Fujoshi. Please. Please tell me these ladies are not Fujoshi. Because he just said Barawa and Chat Noir's biggest fans. As if the two of them are a couple. You're not helping, Armenia. You're not helping.
ダニエルです。私もバロワ先生のファンでここに。
She sounds a little bit like Sawashito.
私はレイラ。どっちかっていうと、シャノーマルか。
Thanks, Armenia.
リリル、よろしく。
Conan's group proceed with their own self-introductions.
あなたがもう一つの予告状を受け取った腕利きの名探偵ですの？
What I have the feeling that this is Chat Noir.
てっきりもっとお若い方かと思っていました。
なんですっての君は。
ねえお姉さん、どうして予告状が2つ送られてたって知ってたの？
それは。
So, okay.
私らの調査の結果だよ。私らだって探偵だからね。
Oh my god! Oh my god, that sounds like Kape Yamaguchi.
私らの調査の結果だよ。私らだって探偵だからね。
That sounds like Kape Yamaguchi, which means that could be Kaito Kid. Oh my god, that would be amazing. That would be freaking amazing.
カロリーナさんたちはこの辺りでは有名な探偵団なんですか？
いいえ、探偵を始めてから間もないので、お世辞にも有名というわけでは。
And since we know that this is only going to be the first chunk of the story, because we know there's going to be an addition to this in 6 days on the 14th, that means maybe... Let me listen to that again. Hold on a second here.
私はレイラ。どっちかっていうと、シャモあるか？私らの調査の結果だよ。私らだって探偵だからね。
That is totally Kape Yamaguchi's voice. Oh wow, that would be freaking hilarious.
だが彼女たちは謎解きし、洋館の門の鍵をいとも簡単に開けてみせた。
No, Bara, you just suck. I mean, I love you, boy. But you suck at your job.
探偵としての腕は確かなようだから、調査に協力してもらうことにしたんです。
Oh my god, this is...
そうだったんですか。
Oh god, it's totally Chat Noir and possibly Kaito Kid. Although what Kaito Kid would be doing here, I have no idea, because he was... Oh god, alright.
皆さんはどうしてキャンドル探偵団って言うんですか？
He does try. I will give him that. He tries for 3 seconds and then gives up and hands it over to Saria. Or he punches it.
よくぞ聞いてくださいましたわ。
That's not Matsugu, though, so it's probably... They've always had someone else do the voice for his disguises, though, so... Yeah, that's not trying.
闇に照らすキャンドルのごとく、いかなる謎にも真実という明かりが灯そう。というのをモットーにした探偵団だからですわ。
She sounds very familiar, though.
なんか嘘くせえな。
私たちは探偵団の絆を示すためにこれを持っていますわ。
Carolina produces a candle from out of her pouch.
よろしければお近づきの記念にもらってくださいな。
The candle slips through Fran's fingers, breaking into 2 as it smashes against the ground.
ごめんなさい。大切なろうそくが。どうかお気になさらないで。こちらの新しいのをどうぞ。すみません。
Spy candle.
かわいいボーイもお一ついかな。
ありがとう、カロリーナさん。
かさばるのでもねえし、もらっておくか。
おじさんたちは今までどんな事件を解決してきたんですか？よかったら聞かせてほしいな。
This is gonna bug me for until this event's over, because that's 100% Kape Yamaguchi. This is not the first time he's done a woman's voice, so...
構いませんよ。
The friendly atmosphere helps foster camaraderie between all those who are present. Alright, episode 4.
自己紹介も終わったことですし、そろそろ洋館の奥に進みませんか？
Just a note for Neomera, since she's never watched me play the game before. There's going to be 4 or 6 chapters for this part of the event, and there's 4 sections to each chapter. So we're got a while to go. If you need to go before that, I'll just keep going, and you can watch the recording later. So.
そうしたいのは山々なんですが、鍵がかかっているのか、大扉を開けることができないんです。
Oh, looks like we're going to have our first puzzle. So Maniac you can only do twice a day anyways. So it's always good to do Maniacs. Because Maniacs are guaranteed. I see. Maniacs are good because they guarantee you a nightmare pop up. So if you can do nightmare, that's worth it. Otherwise, raids will get you the extra materials you need. So it's usually it's generally speaking you want to do a mix of the solo and the raid stuff. The raid stuff I tend to just one punch shared ones, honestly. Yeah, I bet your team does. Your team's pretty ridiculous, man. So Daniela describes everything your group has learned about the lock. The giant door is supposed to open up when the music boxes in 2 adjacent rooms play. The catch is that the handles for turning the music boxes are locked in place.
しかもオルゴールの鍵がなかなか厄介なのです。どちらも部屋の扉を閉めた状態でないと解錠できず、二手に分かれて同時に解く必要があるようですが、一応これ大扉に添えてあったヒント。
Nellie hands Barawa an old parchment.
2つの調べが重なるとし、館の従者は覚醒し、大扉は開かれるが。なるほど。2つの調べというのがオルゴールのことを意味するわけですか。
ついでに言うと、館の従者ってのは多分大扉のとこにいる人間みたい。
ここに来るまでにも見かけた不気味な人形がただの人形ではなさそうだな。
きっとオルゴールを奏でてみれば何かわかると思います。
では、右の部屋は我々が、左の部屋は心の殿に任せて。
いいえ、ここは単ごとにまとまるのではなく、ばらけた方がいいと思いますね。
Dang it.
では、右の部屋は我々が、左の部屋は心の殿に任せて。なんでそんな面倒なことを。
僕たちはまだ会って間もないんです。この先どんな謎があるかわかりませんし、互いの得意不得意を知っておいた方がいいとは思いませんか。
まあ、両方に分かられるとゲームを進める上で情報共有をしのいだな。
なるほど。それも一理ありますね。
プラスでオルゴールが鳴った時にここがどうなってるか見る人に必要だと思うな。ならば私とルリアンがここに残る。私たちが一番人数も多いからな。
では、私とサラヤで一組、団長君と B 君で一組としよう。私たちは、私とラン、小僧たち二人で分けることにします。
おじさんは兄ちゃんと一緒なの？
なんだ、何か文句でもあるのか。
別に。
まあ、たまには弟子を信じて仕事を任せるのは先生の務めだろうってな。
You lazy jerk.
だったらさ、おじさんがバロアのおじさんと一緒の組になれば、名探偵がそばにいたら安室さんも練習にならないと思うし。
それもそうですね。毛利先生、いいですか？
いいけどよ。解けなくてもなっても、そっちには入れねえかな。
ご期待に添えるよう最善を尽くします。
Oh boy, here we go.
いや向こうの名探偵がいればおっちゃんでもなんとかなるな。
Oh god, that's right. Conan doesn't know. Conan doesn't know that Barawa has no idea what he's doing. Oh goodness gracious, this is gonna be painful.
けどバロアさんがどんくらいの名探偵か俺も気になるから。
You'd be very disappointed there. Conan plants a sticker-shaped wiretap on Kogoto's sleeve before he and Ron walk off towards Bara. Now evenly split up, each group enter their respective rooms.
こいつの例のオルゴールか。思ってたよりでかいな。
私の胸の高さくらいあるね。結構大きな音が出そう。
That voice is just bugging the hell out of me now. When Celeste shuts the door after entering, the turning of a notch sounds, and the wall slowly slides across.
壁の中から絵が出てきたぞ。
Vern lets out a gasp when a mural signed Norman Astley comes into view.
これがオルゴールの謎を解くのに必要なヒントというわけですね。
あれ、さっきとの内容が違う。毎回内容変わるとか変なことで手が込んでるよね。じゃあ早速謎を。もしもし、誰か聞こえる
Connor speaks into the horn-shaped object jutting out from the wall.
メガネの派遣上は何やってんの？聞こえるよ。ほら、ロゴの中から姉ちゃんの声がしてんのか？
伝声管ですね。どうやら毛利先生たちの部屋とつながっているようです。
あれでしょ？両端がラッパ状になった長いパイプで離れてでも話ができるやつ。それならオイラも見たことあるぜ。けど普通に家にはねえよな。
きっと謎解きで使うんだよ。伝声管を使えばオルゴールを鳴らすタイミングも合わせられるでしょ。
なるほどな。だからここにあるのか。
タイミングの合わせ方も分かりましたし、そろそろオルゴールの鍵を開けましょうか。
Alright. Puzzle number 1. Find all the gears that match this. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so not 1. 2. 6. 9 is different. Not 6 actually, but 5. Oh. Okay. There's no time limit. Okay, good. I'm gonna have to move closer to the screen here. Alright. Okay, no, I was wrong on 2. Alright. I don't know why I put 2, so I know 9 is because it's literally just the same thing. Eight. Oh, wait. Ha. Not 8, actually. Oh, nice. So, yeah. No, 7 Geo. This is definitely. I'm sorry this is taking a while, folks. I just want to make sure. I want to get this done. 3 is straight out. 1 is straight out. 4 is straight out. 8 is straight out. Five is definitely it. Go with 5 and 9, I think, this time. Actually. Okay. I think this, it's 2579, I think. Huh.
どこかに見落としがあったのかもしれません。
Dang it. Alright. So, yeah. So 8 definitely out. Get those weird spiky ones. 1 is definitely out because it's got the wrong kind of spokes. 1, so 1, 4, and 8 flat out. Just no. What 3 is out also. So let me make some notes here. Nice. All right, so wrong ones are one is straight out, 3 is out, 4 is out, 8 is out. Those are flat out wrong. Let's see here, 2. Looks to be okay, but I'm trying to figure out if that means the position has the same too. All right, have a good time, man. Normand Astley. So we know 9 is definitely right. Because it literally matches up to this. as far as I can tell. Age is wrong. 7. Oh, wait. Wow. Are you serious? Oh, no. Wait. So 7 looks to be correct also. 2. Two, 5, and 6 are the ones I'm not sure on. So yeah, 7 and 9 I'm pretty sure on. Oh, wait. No, 9 is not right. That's a really subtle difference there. Yeah, 9 I just realized is wrong because I missed the little right here. This here is not on here, which means I think it's 2, 5, 6, 7 then. All right. Does that sound right to you, Armenia? 2, 5, 6, 7. No comment. That's understand. That's reasonable. All right, let's do this. Yes. Yosha!
おいらたちの答えはこうだったぜ。
僕の答えと同じ。
私たちのとも一緒。
パチパチパチ。Thanks.
そのやり方でやってみましょう。
さすがはおいらの相棒だぜ。
向こうの様子もちょっと探ってみるか。
Conan presses a button on his glasses to raise the volume of the tracker playing on Kogoro.
お父さん、どう？
もう少しでわかりそうなんだが。
お、博士の目か。ここでもちゃんと使えるんじゃねえか。どれどれ？
パロー先生はいかがですか？
He'd have to program them in the outport. Not even get to this.
今考えているところだ。少し持っていたまえ。
He has no idea.
頼むぜ、バロアのおっちゃん。
Alright, thanks a lot. Talk to you later.
OK。
マジかよ。
先生、ここは一度戻って皆さんと相談した方が。
いや、その必要はない。
Uh-oh.
でも解き方がわからないんじゃ。
良いかね、ランク。ここで問題なのは謎の解き方ではない。この鍵が開かんということなのだ。
Oh, here we go.
ほらも、
If you can't solve the question with brains, he will solve them with brawn.
出ましたね。先生の力技。
はいかよ。
いや、力技などではない。これがこの鍵の正しい開け方なんだ。
どういうこと？
俺たちの目標は鍵を開けることだ。謎を解くことじゃない。俺たちが試されていたのは暗号解読の力ではなく、常識にとらわれない柔軟な発想力だったんだよ。
I see.
鍵ぶっ壊す謎がどこにあんだよ。
だから鍵はいとも簡単に割れた。そうでしょ、バロアさん。お、あ、いや、あれはただの。
さすがバロー先生ですわ。発想のポイントが一味違いますわね。
Gosh darn it.
さすがは名探偵小五郎殿、そこまで見抜かれていたとは。ただのロケクソだった。
名探偵が2人もいるなんて本当に心強いです。頼りにしています。
It's kind of interesting hearing Sawashino Miyuki do a side character voice too.
任せたまえ。この先に待ち受ける難解な謎も私が華麗に解いてみせよう。私もそうしてはいられません。こちらの名探偵も抜けていないことを証明してみせますよ。
Oh boy.
望むところですな。
すっかり人をしてやがる。
大丈夫ですかね、こんな調子で。なんだか不安になってきました。
Poor Saria. Poor put upon Saria.
コナン君、どうやら向こうも無事に鍵を開けられたみたいだよ。
あ、そうなの？
Celeste keeps a hand on the music box, waiting for Layla's signal.
ダニエラ、準備できた？うん、オッケー。それじゃあ行くよ。せーの。
A harmonious melody rings out across the room with their signal.
あのホールの下にも電線管の落下口が出てる。あれはどこに繋がってるんだ？
That's a good question. Conan cocks his head in wonder as his eyes trace the length of the pipe across the ground. Maniac Mansion? Really? So it's midnight. I forgot how slow these go when you actually all the dialogue and stuff go. I'm gonna stop here, and I have to do the rest of this on my own time. But so that I will record a separate stream at some point in the near future, so that the rest of the stuff can be seen by folks who don't play Granblue, but like Conan. And I'll put that up sometime in the near future, as soon as I can. So, in any case, thank you all for joining me tonight. I know it was kind of last minute and such, but I wanted to share the joy of Conan and Granblue Fantasy. And again, I won't be streaming as per normal this coming Sunday or the following Sunday, but hopefully I'll have the Conan stream up at some point, so I should be able to record that somehow. It may be without camera and such this time, next time, but we'll see. Have a great evening, everyone. Those of you in the my neck of the woods. For those of you back in the US, have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Krisu, Daddy Daisuki-yo, oyasumi, and I'll talk to you all later. Have a good night.